Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs? I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see 'em dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down the, what's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of your world.
Well, it's no Halle Bailey, but close enough. I'm just
Wow.
kidding.
Wow.
That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What is up, Disney fans? Welcome back to the channel. I am DL, and it is the return of the DISNEYCAST. Yes, the DISNEYCAST is back. I know there's quite a few people that have been asking me about it. What happened to the DISNEYCAST? We're back with an asterisk. With an asterisk. Yes, the DISNEYCAST is back. However, we're not going to be able to pump these out as often as we did last time. We're going to try our best to, but we're just going to see how things are because, like, me and my co-host, I'm going to introduce her in a moment, me and my co-host have scheduling stuff that's all over the place. So we're trying to find the best times to meet so we'll be able to get these out to you.
Well, your co-host has 3 kids, so
That's another thing. The co-host has three kids, so she has priorities. So the kids come first and foremost. But we are going to try our best to give you as much Disney reviews as possible. But anyway, let me introduce my new co-host. Joining with me, returning back to the channel, we have Disney aficionado, Cree.
thanks. Hi.
Hi, I'm glad you could be here.
Me too. He's not kidding when he says I'm a Disney aficionado.
She's huge into Disney.
Know everything.
Everything. So perfect person to come in and talk about these Disney movies with me.
I even know what Walt Disney's favorite meal was.
Oh, well, what was his favorite meal?
Like a seared whitefish.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very
With mashed potatoes and asparagus.
It's very bougie of him, but that
Yeah.
sounds nice. Very nice. But anyway, what are we here to talk about, Cree?
The Little Mermaid.
Yes, and which one?
Halle Bailey.
Yes, the Halle Bailey one, the live action remake that came out this past weekend. We're going to be talking about it. A lot of controversy with this film, to say the least, but what else is new with Disney live action remakes?
Yeah. Disney's been getting a lot of heat lately.
A lot. So they've been making a lot of questionable decisions as of late, not just with their like regular properties, but like with Marvel and Star Wars as well. And yeah, this whole stuff with Bob Chapek being kicked out of being president of Disney, and Bob Iger coming back in and trying to fix the mess that Chapek has done, and them announcing a whole bunch of other movies, like we're going to get a Toy Story 5.
Nobody wants that.
I don't want it.
I didn't even want Toy Story 4.
Nobody did.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
though.
we'll talk about it when we get there. But and then yeah, these live action remakes, they've just been very hit or miss a lot of the times.
Yeah.
And this is the 100th year anniversary of Disney as well. So Yay! I wish there was more stuff coming out though. There's only like 3 things. It's this, Elementals, and Wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I mean, Elementals and Wish look pretty good. So
Oh, the Snow White that nobody wants is coming out next year
Oh god.
or 2025.
Oh gosh. I think it's next year. I think yeah, not excited for that. But yeah, as of the remakes, they've been really crashing it lately. Especially like the Disney Plus ones, like Peter Pan and Wendy. That was not good. The Robert Zemeckis Pinocchio movie.
That was horrendous.
Not good either.
My daughter didn't like it either, apparently.
No. She's in the background. And then, like, as far as the theatrical stuff, like, recently we had, like, what was it? The Mulan, Lion King 2019.
Yikes.
Very yikes. So at this point, like, I'm just very numb when it comes to the remakes. I don't expect much from them anymore. So when I heard they were doing a live action Little Mermaid, I was like, why? Just why?
Yeah, my first reaction was, why do we need that? We have 3 Little Mermaid.
3 of them. And I'm sure some of you are saying, wait, there's a 3rd movie? Yes.
Yes, it's a prequel.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in the near future as well. But yeah, so I was not looking forward to it, especially because it was being directed by Rob Marshall, and I am not a big fan of him at all. The last thing he did was Mary Poppins Returns, and I didn't like that.
Which I liked way more than you, but...
I know. It definitely has its fans, and it was Oscar nominated for some stuff too, so it does have its fan base. But yeah, I was not a big fan of it. So when he was coming in, he did do Chicago, which I enjoyed that, and Into the Woods, which was solid, I guess.
What is it?
I thought it was solid. I don't know. I've never saw the actual like Broadway thing, so
Well, we should educate you first.
probably.
Yeah.
Probably. He did the abysmal Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides.
Oh, Lord.
That was garbage.
On Garbage Tides.
Yeah, on Garbage Tides. That's funny. But yeah, that wasn't even the biggest controversy with this movie.
Ugh.
The biggest controversy is who they decided to cast as Ariel. Halle Bailey. I'm sure I'm going to get heat no matter what I say about her being casted, so I'm just going to say how I honestly felt about it. It's fine. I've seen Halle Bailey act before. I've seen her on a few episodes of Grownish, and she's pretty solid in that. And I had no problem with her singing ability. She can sing.
She can sing.
It's absolutely amazing. So as far as singing, I don't have a problem with her. And acting wise, I think she's pretty solid. But like, I was worried, like, will she be able to carry a movie by herself, because she's never has.
You know, I will admit, at first, when they announced that, I know I'm going to get heat for this, but I don't really care because it's how I felt.
Yeah.
At first, I really wanted them to find someone that looked like the original Ariel.
Yeah.
But then I thought about it and I was like, why? She's a mermaid. She's a fantasy, like, fictional character.
Mystical
like, it doesn't
creature.
matter. It's a mystical creature. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
And it's set in the Caribbean, so...
Right.
I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't even really care that much. I think we had one conversation about it.
Yeah. Now, I mean, at the grand scheme of things, I don't care about it either. I'm more concerned about how the story is and how the characters are. But, like, the thing is with Disney, because they like to be very diverse with their movies nowadays, and sometimes it doesn't feel very genuine.
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like kind of tokenism. So
yeah,
I was worried, like, when they casted Halle Bailey, like, she would feel like a odd one out, because I know this is weird for me to like talk about, because, like, once again, she's a mystical creature, so it doesn't, like, their biology wouldn't be the same as humans. But it's just like, it was off-putting when I found out that Javier Bardem was going to be King Triton.
Yeah.
And her siblings are like different races, and I was like, that's interesting choice.
Yeah, but then the movie explains that.
Right, which, we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
But, like, initially I'm like, look, if you want to make Ariel black, that's fine. But, like, if you're going to make her black, I want them to fully commit to the fact that she's black, which means, like, the characters in the world around her adapt to the fact that she is, a different color. Like, meaning, like, if they ever talk about her mother, I would want her to be black. I mean, so her sisters can be different races, that's fine. Javier Bardem can be King Triton, that's okay. But, like, if they ever talk about her mother, I would like for there to be some consistency to make her mother black. Because if you see, like, the original animated movies, like the third one that nobody knows about, where we actually see Ariel's mother, and she looks exactly like her, so I would at least like to see homage to that. But that's fine. Like, look, Ariel can be black, Ariel can be Asian. It doesn't really matter to her character. It's not really essential. I guess me personally, growing up, as you were talking about earlier, that we grew up seeing this character a certain way. The blue eyes and the striking red hair. So I would prefer to see like an Ariel like that, because like I don't know about you if you notice this like with movies nowadays. Whenever there's a character that's originally a redhead, they race swap it to a black woman.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. Are they trying to make gingers extinct? Like an endangered species?
We're already going extinct, so I'm a ginger naturally, so.
Yeah, it's just very unfortunate because I think gingers are beautiful. But regardless of that, they were making Halle Bailey's hair ginger, so I guess fine. But yeah, so that and Melissa McCarthy as Ursula, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
No. I'm not a fan. I'm not a big fan of Melissa McCarthy, and like I was worried like if she's gonna have her typical comedic stuff added to the character.
Awkwafina as Scuttle too.
That too. I was worried about that as well.
Even though Scuttle is supposed to be funny, but like Awkwafina, I love her, do not get me wrong. I love her.
Yeah.
But I don't know, before I saw Shang-Chi,
right,
I used to just think she was all like immature, like comedy type. I thought that was her style. But in Shang-Chi, she was really serious. It was a really nice change. So I was interested to see what she would do with Scuttle, but like I wasn't really all for that. And they gender swapped Scuttle, which I guess is not a big deal, but like why?
Once again, Disney wants to be inclusive and diverse, so.
But they're kind of shoving it down your throat, don't you think?
They are, absolutely, yes. So that's one of the things I was worried about with Ariel as well. But people were like, "Oh, you're just thinking too much. It's not a big deal. It doesn't blah 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 blah." I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And then you going to tell me, but who played Sebastian again?
Are you kidding me?
I forget. I'm not the greatest with people's names. Daveed Diggs. Yes, he was in Hamilton, and I thought he was great.
The best actor in Hamilton, and I will get attacked for that because Lin-Manuel Miranda. Okay, first of all, Daveed Diggs could sing him under the table. Okay.
I don't think that's a hot take.
It's not.
I'm sorry, Lin-Manuel Miranda can't sing. He admits that
he can't sing.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So, but I was looking forward to that. I thought he was going to do good, even though it's kind of weird that his live action crab design like barely shows any emotion.
It was weird.
It was weird.
The eyes were very cartoonish, and then everything else was like realistic. I was like, why?
Very off-putting, but I guess this is an improvement from the nature documentary that was The Lion King 2019, where they were deadpan the entire time. But it's whatever. But regardless of like the diverse stuff they're trying to do,
I'm just laughing because I love how you attack Lion King 2019 all the time.
Yeah, it's garbage.
You bring it up in almost every conversation we have about Disney.
Yeah, I'm like, because like that was a big mistake for them to do. I argue like if that's like the worst one. I know there's probably other ones that could be contenders to that, but like I don't know, Lion King 2019 just rubbed me the wrong way for some reason.
Mulan was not good.
Oh, Mulan was not good either, but Jesus. But regardless of that, I was hoping for the best, and like I said, my expectations weren't that high, but hoping for the best, hoping Halle Bailey does a really good job. And hopefully I won't even think about the race swapping or whatever. Maybe she just fits the role perfectly. That Rob Marshall auditioned a whole bunch of women, and Halle Bailey stood out from everyone else. Hopefully that was the case. And after watching this, I actually had a good time with it. I liked it.
It was very fun.
Yes. Now, I don't think this is great. It definitely has problems. But compared to the remakes that we've been getting over the past few years, I feel like they actually tried harder with this one. They actually put in effort to make a good movie. I was completely wrong about Halle Bailey. She was incredible.
Oh yeah, she was incredible.
Oh my goodness.
She definitely could carry her own film.
She sure can. She is a star. She is a freaking star. I hope she gets more work. She's gonna be in the new Color Purple movie. I can't wait to see her in that. But yeah, she was great. I wasn't thinking about the race swapping thing at all. I thought it was going to, but I wasn't thinking about that at all. Like I would just focus on her. Like she was just so good in the movie.
I didn't think about it, especially because like Prince Eric's island is in the Caribbean.
Right.
So there were like a bunch of people that, you know, like people of different races all over the island.
Yes. But yeah, I thought most of the performances were really good. Even Melissa McCarthy like surprised me in this. I know you have some thoughts.
I was a little iffy, but
yeah, we'll get into it. But yeah, I thought Javier Bardem as King Triton was really, really good.
That was good.
And Sebastian like was great as well.
What's his name?
Sebastian.
The actor's name?
Don't know. I probably already forgot.
You already forgot.
Daniel
David Diggs.
David Diggs. How am I supposed to remember that? David
Diggs.
David Diggs. David Diggs was great as Sebastian. Flounder, and even Aquafina as Scuttle. See, I almost forgot that too. Aquafina as Scuttle. I liked her as well. You didn't like her?
No, I liked her. I was just gonna say about Flounder. Flounder's design was weird.
Yeah,
I thought it was weird.
It was a little weird. Yeah. I think
also Prince Eric was so boring. He was so bland.
Unfortunately, now what I do respect that they did for his character. They try to give him a little bit more backstory, so he wasn't like as one dimensional.
I mean, that's great, but he was still one dimensional because the actor was so boring.
Yeah. But yeah, I said I do appreciate them trying to add more to his backstory, like where he came from, and trying to give him more of a motivation as a character.
Yeah, but see, then the backstory that they gave him doesn't really make any sense.
Do tell.
Well, because, okay, first of all, they said that he was like shipwrecked, right? And they found him as a child or a baby or something like that.
Right.
And the king and queen adopted him. That's great. Yeah. However, I know this is a fantasy movie, okay? But you have to add a little bit of historical accuracy in there because this is, like, I would say 1700s, early 1800s type of thing.
Sure.
The kingdom wouldn't have accepted Eric as the heir to the throne if he was adopted. And they wouldn't have been able to make him the heir to the throne if he was adopted.
Oh. Maybe there was some, I mean, this is still dumb anyway, but maybe they had some, like, documents with his thing when he was...
Okay.
I said it was dumb, but I was like, maybe.
But I just don't understand why they had to do that in the first place. Why couldn't the queen just be his real mom?
They probably was trying to have... it's probably some fourth wall breaking because like the people know that people are talking about Halle Bailey being Ariel and the whole race swap thing, so they were trying to add a story thing to be like, you know, Prince Eric is kind of similar, but even though this doesn't have to do with Halle Bailey, it's about the character. It doesn't have to do with anything, but I don't know. It's once again Disney trying to be inclusive and diverse for no reason.
If they wanted to be inclusive and diverse, that's great. Have the queen. The queen is black.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So why can't you get an actor who's mixed to play Eric? There are plenty of mixed actors who are amazing.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you pick one of those? You had to pick a white guy that has no personality. Disney in a nutshell. Here's a white guy who has no personality.
Mm-hmm. It was like, we want someone to look like the cartoon. Oh, well, you didn't worry about that when you were casting Ariel.
Yep. Or Triton. Or any of her sisters.
So where is the consistency?
There's no consistency, and that's the biggest issue.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I loved this movie. Don't get me wrong.
I still enjoyed it. But
Prince Eric's story makes zero sense to me.
Yeah. Now talking about it. Yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing, just like them trying to just add things to the characters that they don't need to make them more modern and like the SJWs won't be upset. I kind of felt that when they were trying to add some stuff with Princess Jasmine in the live action Aladdin movie as well.
Don't you dare talk about my girl right now.
Look.
I loved the Jasmine in the live action. I don't want to hear it right now,
I don't
Dwayne.
know. There was some like girl bossy things where I'm like,
Yeah,
this
as
doesn't
she
feel
should.
right.
As
It
she
doesn't
should.
feel right. This is supposed to be a period piece. Why are we talking about this? Well, quote unquote.
But
period piece.
they claim that the Jasmine in the animated one is like headstrong and like a super confident, strong character. No, she's not.
She is super confident and headstrong.
No.
Yes.
Not really. Compared to the live action one, absolutely
sure,
not.
It's like it just added stuff they didn't need to. I didn't have a problem with it necessarily, but it did feel a bit forced, at least in my opinion. Especially that song that she had too.
Don't you
no,
dare.
that came out of nowhere. We could
Stop it.
We could talk about that when we get to the Aladdin movies, but
Yeah, we're going a little off topic, but
Yeah.
I have to I'm gonna slam you for that.
well, I'm sure a bunch of people are gonna slam me on it. Like, what are you talking about? Princess Jasmine was great. What you
She's
mean?
amazing.
Yeah.
Jasmine, animated Jasmine, just last note, is one of my least favorite Disney princesses.
Ooh.
That is a hot take.
That's hot right
Yeah.
there. Jeez.
Aladdin is one of my favorite quote unquote princes. I guess he's a prince after he marries Jasmine, but like whatever. He's considered a prince.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't like Jasmine.
Ooh.
Do you know who my least favorite princess is, like of all time?
I'm sure it's mine too.
It's Snow White.
Oh, actually no, I was thinking about
Aurora. Aurora is so for me, like from worst, is like Snow White, Aurora. Why are we talking about this?
I don't know. This is what happens. We haven't talked about Disney in a while. We have a lot to unpack.
I know, we have a lot.
But
anyway, Snow White, Aurora, and then I think I would put Jasmine in there, like right there.
Yeesh.
No, that's a lie. I have to write it out.
Yeah, we.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I have to write it out.
Maybe.
That's gonna be a whole thing.
Yeah, maybe we can make that a video.
Can we rank? Yes.
Rank
can we
the
rank
princesses?
all of the princesses?
Sure, we can.
Can we? Okay.
Okay.
If Kita is not on that list, Kita from Atlantis, if she is not on that list, I'm never speaking to you again.
You think I'm not gonna put her on the list?
Okay, thank you.
Like, I don't know why she's not already.
Yeah, why is she not?
Because they don't consider her a princess. Even though her name is Princess Kita. Her name is Princess
She's my
Kita.
fave.
Oh, and I think she's
She's
also...
in my top 3.
Yeah, I agree. I think she's also affiliated with the Dark Ages of Disney, unfairingly.
Why is Atlantis in the Dark Ages?
Because it did do very well financially.
Oh.
Nobody talked about it.
Ooh.
I know.
I watched that when I was little. I watched that movie on repeat.
Yeah.
Like it was. So you remember The Road to El Dorado, right?
Yes.
When I was little, I called it Wada Wada Wado.
Yeah.
So it was Atlantis, Wada Wada
Wada Wada
Wado, and Hercules
Hercules.
on repeat.
Yeah.
My mom said for like a straight year, all I watched was, Willy Wonka, Hercules, Wada Wada Wado, and Atlantis.
Nice. Very nice.
That's it.
Very nice.
And Food Network.
Yep. And Hercules, they also consider part of the Dark Ages as well.
What?
Yep. It was it's Pocahontas, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Treasure Planet, Atlantis, and Hercules.
Okay, Treasure Planet is not a bad movie.
I think it's alright.
It's a really good movie.
We'll talk about it.
Stop.
We'll talk about it when we get there. Yeah, back to Little Mermaid. But anyway, let's talk about the best character in this movie.
Ariel,
played by Halle Bailey.
what else is there to say besides she was phenomenal?
Well, what I really
A Star is Born.
literally,
Yeah.
like this is gonna send Halle Bailey to the moon. Like I'm pretty sure. But what I really appreciated about this version of Ariel is that in the original movie, let's be honest, Ariel is a bit immature. You know.
I'm so ready to talk about that.
Yeah, and like doing the typical teenage stuff, thinking that they know any better. Like, Daddy, I love him.
So as a kid watching that movie, I was like, yeah, Ariel, you tell him. As a mom, if my daughters ever looked at me and said, "So, Mommy, I love him. He is 21 years old. You are 16. You don't even know him. Like, you're telling me I don't even know him? You don't even know him. You saw him for like, what, 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
5 minutes? And you're willing to give up your voice, your home, your family, like everything for a man you met 5 minutes ago?
But he's beautiful. That's what he said. He's
Oh
beautiful.
my God. Am I the only woman that does not feel that way about men?
But that's not realistic. That's really not love at first sight like that.
Yeah.
It's like, that's ridiculous.
I think love at first sight is a joke.
It's a joke. It is. I know some people don't want to believe that that's true, but it's like, no, you just think that person's very attractive. That's it.
The way she spoke to her father in the first movie and then the prequel, Ariel's Beginning.
Yeah.
My girls are sassy enough. Okay, like I don't.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not excited for the teenage.
Oh boy, that's gonna be a interesting experience. But yeah, on top of the fact, yeah, she was only 16 in the original, and Eric is 21. But don't worry, they're protected by the Romeo and Juliet laws.
I think 19 or 21.
I thought I saw that he was like 21.
I keep saying 21, but I'm not 100% on that.
Either way, it's very strange.
He's 18.
Oh, he's 18. Okay, that's a couple years older. That's
not Romeo and Juliet law.
Romeo and Juliet laws. There we go.
Because he had just turned 18.
Yep. So okay, not as bad.
All right.
But yeah, with Halle Bailey's version, like, I mean, yeah, she still wants to, like, you know, go off and
Be where
explore
the people are.
Be where the people. Yes, be where the people are. But like, she's not as bratty as the original movie.
Oh my! I didn't think she was bratty at all. I thought that her character was very mature. Mm-hmm. The way that she was talking to her father, she was calm. Mm-hmm. She, like, you know, wasn't really yelling to get her point across. She was just like, you don't know that all humans are bad. You literally, and she made sense.
Yes, not just making an argument like, this guy is good looking and I love him because he's good looking.
Daddy, I love him. Bitch, no you don't.
No, you don't. No, you freaking don't.
Wait, is this a swearing channel?
Yeah, you can swear.
Oh, okay.
These reviews are for people that grew up with Disney. If you have kids around, I probably wouldn't have to listen to this.
Well, now that I know that it's a swearing channel, I'm gonna go all out in a minute.
Okay, sure. Why not? But yeah, Halle Bailey I thought was great, and of course,
amazing.
When she sang,
I got chills.
It was
goosebumps.
Awesome, absolutely beautiful. Part of your world. She rocked that.
I took my two oldest kids to see this movie today, and my daughter, I thought she was gonna cry. Her mouth was hanging open. She looked at me. She was like, "Mommy, Ariel's real, Mommy." She was like, "That's better than my Ariel." She was holding up her Ariel doll. Oh. And I was like, Jodie Benson, I love you, but like Halle Bailey's got you beat right this second.
Yeah, giving you a run for her money for sure. Goodness gracious. And like, you know, with people that know Halle Bailey in real life and heard her music, you know, she does her riffs and stuff like that. You know, she is signed to Beyonce with her sister Chloe. She did have some riffs in there, but like, it wasn't distracting like Beyonce did in the Lion King 2019. I know I keep bringing it up, but like, but yeah. So I thought she was absolutely great. I really liked her hair too. That's one little aesthetic thing I did like. Because here's the weird thing. Because when I saw it in previews, I didn't like it at all. I thought it looked like octopus poo. Like, but actually seeing it in the context of the movie, especially when she's like out in the surface, it looked a whole lot better for me, at least. Go ahead. What do you think about her hair? What do you think about her hair, Cree?
I didn't like it.
Ooh.
The color was uneven, like really bad, like very noticeably uneven. I liked her hair when she was on land. It was fine. Mm-hmm. But like in the ocean, it was, I didn't know what color her hair was, to be honest with you. I couldn't tell. It was very, very strange. It was like a beige-ish color when she was in the water. It wasn't even red. Yeah. And then when she was at the surface, it was like, oh, yeah, there's the red wig.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. I guess thinking about it, like when she was underwater, it still kind of looked like octopus poo, but like, yeah, at least in like when she's up in the surface, it looked a lot better for me. Have you seen her on like red carpets for like the premiere, and like you saw her with red hair? It looks so much better than how it looked in the movie. Yeah, I wish they kept that. But regardless of that, I think it's fine. She's beautiful anyway. She's
She's
gorgeous.
So pretty. Oh gosh, her tail.
Oh, I love
was
I love
so
her tail.
pretty.
It was really, really nice.
Almost looked like beta fish fins.
Mm-hmm. I like the detail with that. As far as the underwater stuff itself, I know we're kind of spoiled because Avatar: The Way of Water came out recently. So if there isn't anything that matches that, people will be like, "Oh, it sucks." Like, I'm not gonna go that far. Not every movie has the budget of Avatar, so it's like with water effects, I try to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'd say if you like the effects in Aquaman, I think this will be fine.
That's not a good comparison.
I thought the effects in Aquaman were all right. I guess. I don't know. I mean, yeah. So judge that how you will. If the effects in Aquaman didn't bother you, the effects in this won't be bad for you, I think. But yes, there were some wonky stuff with the fish. You mentioned it earlier with Flounder looked kind of weird. I admit that. Yeah, Flounder was kind of off.
It was a little off.
Yeah.
It wasn't horrible, but like I expected better.
Yeah, with Disney with all its money, and it's like we've seen other remakes that had looked like had better effects, like Jungle Book and Lion King, and even like stuff like Beauty and the Beast looked better. Even though I had issues with the CGI there as well. Aladdin was fine, CGI wise. People were complaining about Will Smith being blue, and it was fine in the movie.
I thought it looked really good, but okay.
You got some takes for that, but
I don't care. Come at me.
but yeah. Anyway, the fish effects were fine, and another thing, like when you have cartoon animals from the animated movie and you try to translate them to live action, they did try their best to make the animals like as animated as they could with the restrictions that they had, but like you still will have that uncanny valley, and I kind of still felt that with Sebastian and Flounder and Scuttle a little bit. I don't know, it's just that's just one of those things where it's like not everything needs to be translated to live action,
I felt like the CGI could have been better for the animals like above water. Under the water it looked great in my opinion, but like above the water, Sebastian looked way out of place. Scuttle was not good looking.
Yeah, not great. And then another thing with the music they still have in here from the original movie, and it's like specifically with Under the Sea, even though that I thought David Diggs did a really good job doing that Under the Sea. I thought it was very entertaining. However, it is weird though because the lyrics in that song, they talk about the fish playing instruments,
And then none of them did.
None of them did. It's like it's kind of weird with like, cause like they would change lyrics around with certain songs like Kiss the Girl. They would change some lyrics here and there, but you don't change the lyrics for this when like it feels out of place when he's saying that stuff and they're not actually doing it. But yeah, that's just the thing of where it's like, it's just weird trying to translate cartoony stuff to live action like that. Melissa McCarthy as Ursula really surprised me. I didn't expect anything from her, really. I thought it was really bad casting. I know there's certain people that wanted a drag queen to play
I was one of those people.
Yeah, which I think that would have been an interesting choice. I wanted to do like an out there casting, and I would have got Lady Gaga, but that's just me.
Ooh, stop.
Yeah, wouldn't that have been cool?
Lady Gaga in drag makeup like she was in Star is Born.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it wasn't full-on drag makeup, but the eyebrow.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like Gaga in her pop days, like she would wear like those type of outfits and makeup before, so it's like I could see her doing that.
Oh, you're making me mad now.
She probably couldn't have done it anyway because she's too busy filming a Joker 2 at the time.
Who cares?
Who cares about Joker 2? Well, people that love the first Joker, they're gonna see this. But anyway, but yeah, I would have wanted her, and I would have been okay with a drag queen as well. But they decided to do that. They did a safe bet with Melissa McCarthy, and I don't know. I guess we'll differ on this because I thought she was pretty good in this.
I'm not denying that she was. I'm not denying that she was fine. I thought she was really unnatural. It felt really weird to me. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it to you.
Is it unnatural for like Melissa McCarthy, or Melissa McCarthy was unnatural for
trying? I said unnatural.
Yeah, I was saying, is it unnatural for Melissa McCarthy or the character Ursula?
The character Ursula. I don't know. I just felt like it just felt weird. It felt awkward. When she was talking, it was like there were parts where she would talk really fast and then she'd like talk really slow, like with this weird voice that she kept breaking. She was trying to use what's her name? Pat Carroll? Is that it?
Yeah, Pat Carroll.
But she was trying to use like a Pat Carroll type of voice, but she kept breaking like out of character, and then you'd hear Melissa McCarthy.
Yes, because they still want to have those like subtle comedic bits that Melissa McCarthy normally does. They try to put it in there, dabble it here and there. And
right, but if you're going to commit to a character voice, you got to commit to it.
Yes. Because I thought when she was honing in the Ursula voice, it worked really well for her. And it almost took me out every time she was like, oh, back to Melissa McCarthy for a comedic bit. I'm like, no. Stay that way the whole time.
But it's the same thing with actors and accents. If you can't, like Daveed Diggs, for example, perfect Jamaican accent.
Yes.
Perfect. Didn't break, nothing. That's what you need if you're going to commit to a character voice or an accent. You cannot break that character. And I just felt like, I guess that's what I meant by unnatural. It felt so weird because Melissa McCarthy was just breaking that constantly, breaking out of it. It would be, I would see Ursula and I'd be like, oh, there she is. And then she'd be Melissa McCarthy.
Yep.
It was weird.
Yep, where she was trying to get the potions, like, to turn her into a hot chick, and then, like, she was like, where is it? Like, Ursula thing, and then...
I feel like Ursula wouldn't yell like that.
No, and then when the potion she wanted, like, falls, like, in front of her, she's like, oh, there it is. It was like, yep, that's Melissa McCarthy right there.
Yeah.
But when she's not doing that, I did think she was good. And like I said, when she was even singing, I was impressed. Like, she actually sounded pretty decent, at least for the character.
Her singing was fine.
Yeah, he got the job done, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, one thing I also didn't expect them to do is for them to acknowledge that Ursula and King Trident are siblings.
I was going to bring that up.
Yeah. I thought that was really good. That was from like the original story, right, of Mermaid. So I thought that was a nice touch that they added. And then speaking of that, Javier Bardem as King Trident, I liked him as well.
I thought he was great.
Yeah.
I thought he was intimidating.
He's a much more serious King Trident, which I definitely dig that.
His accent didn't bother me like it does sometimes, but...
Right, I thought it was going to, but like I think it actually fit for him. Dang, he's a Disney darling as well, because he was in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies as well. And then, of course, we're about to see him in Dune. So... I know he has thoughts about Dune. We have to get to him now, but yeah, I thought he was good.
You don't need to talk about Dune ever again.
Well, I haven't even talked about Dune on my channel yet. So
no!
I gotta talk about it.
I'm not gonna be in that podcast.
You don't gotta be in it if you don't want.
I'm gonna get death threats on that one.
Yeah, everyone's saying, "Oh, it's one of the greatest movies ever made." I'm like, no.
No, it is not.
It's not. It's not even. It's not. It's half a movie. What you mean? It's not even a full movie.
Before you make an opinion on something like that, read the fucking book.
That's the thing. There are people that read the book that said the movie's great.
They need their heads checked.
Ooh, okay. Oh, before we get into hot takes.
Anyway.
Oh boy. But yeah, and then the siblings as well. I like them too. They gave them a little bit more to do. I wish they gave them more to do actually.
I really appreciated that you know what? At first when I saw that they changed the names and the looks of her siblings, I was like, why? But it makes sense because Triton has 7 daughters. There are 7 seas. They all look like the region that they rule, that they're from. Mm-hmm. It makes so much more sense now. I'm like, yay!
It does. I'm like, wow.
I really liked it.
Yeah, I like that too. That was really, really good. But yeah, I wish we got more scenes with them because even like in the original, like they didn't give them much to they try to
Except in the prequel, yeah.
the prequel, yeah.
The one that nobody knows
Nobody
about.
knows about.
Direct to video.
Direct to video, those straight to video DVD, straight to video sequels, But yeah, hopefully, well, I don't even know if they'll make a sequel to this.
Probably not.
I don't know. Well, if it makes a lot of money, maybe they'll consider it. But if they do, I would like for them to expand on the siblings and their mother. I really want to see what they do with their mother after this. But yeah, as far as the surface level stuff with Prince Eric and the kingdom and everyone, it's good. It's good. It's
The kingdom was great.
yeah.
The energy, like, from the extras,
Yeah.
when Ariel and Eric were going through the village in that little market,
Yeah.
the energy was awesome. It
Very
was
good.
spot on. It was great.
I liked it a lot. And they try to expand more, give more development with the romance between Ariel and Eric. It didn't
Yeah.
feel as sudden as it did in the original book.
I liked the library scene,
Oh yeah, that was cute.
but that's because I'm a sucker for a library scene.
Yeah,
Good book.
You like your reading.
Like my books.
Yes. But yeah, I thought it was very, very cute, and also once again impressed by Hallie that she's able to convey emotions without saying anything.
Well, that's what a good actor should be able to do.
Exactly. Not everyone can do it though, so I'm impressed by her as well.
We should go back to the days where, like, movies didn't have sound. So all you could do is convey emotions through, like, your face and, like, your body language. Body language.
Body. Okay, that's another thing. That was not in this
That was not in the song.
remake. They did not say it. I wanted them to say it, even though I'm pretty sure they want to be family friendly, so they didn't want to be like sexual in any way. But I'm like, I mean, that's one of the things, because like they cut out like little tiny details like that helped explain the story. Like they assume the audience kind of gets the gist of what the conflict is. So that was one of those examples where it's like, because like in this version, they like, she doesn't like question, what am I going to do without my voice? How am I supposed to talk to her?
Yeah.
And that's when Ursula will be like, well, you got your looks and your body language. You use that. And it's like, they don't really go into that. She's just like, I don't know if I should do this. And then she just attempts to swim away. And then Ursula continues the song. And then she eventually swims back and takes the voice. And I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, I thought the stuff on land was great. As I said, the chemistry that Eric and Ariel had was really good.
I liked Grimsby.
Grimsby was good. Much more stoic, serious.
Yeah. Eric and Ariel were clearly his OTP in this movie.
Yeah.
He wanted them to get together so bad.
Yes. It's like, you stop running after this girl that doesn't exist. Look at this girl right in front of you.
Yeah. I mean, I know the Grimsby in the animated movie said that too, but like the Grimsby in the live action in this movie, he was awesome.
Yeah, I thought he was great.
Like kicking away the ring at the engagement party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He helped out. That was great. I even liked the Queen. The Queen was good.
But she was fine.
She was fine. I don't know.
She didn't have much to do besides be a bitch.
Ooh.
I mean, she was kind of a bitch. Let's be
I
real.
mean, yeah,
Like,
but like not for no reason though.
here's how I'm going to handle my teenage son. I'm going to ground him and not let him go learn about other cultures and shit like that. Because that's not going to make him a good ruler, right?
There was like 6 or 7 shipwrecks, didn't they say?
There was 2.
2? Well, I thought they said there was more than that. But
No.
okay, whatever. But anyway, she's like, you didn't want him to get hurt or anything. But I mean, it's still like, yeah, sheltering him, which is another similar to what Ariel's dealing with Trident.
I mean,
sheltered.
He could. Those steps that he was running down during his song didn't look very safe.
No, it didn't. Oh, and wait a minute. In that musical number, he's on another ship when he's not supposed to be. I'm like, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
was that a flashback or was he actually on the ship during the song?
Yeah, was that musical Fantasyland again? Where it's
Probably.
like, yeah, maybe. For people that don't know that, they probably be confused. But like, well, I thought he was grounded. Why is he on another ship? So they should have done a better job visually trying to convey that. But yeah, one of the cute things I liked, right before they were gonna do the Kiss the Girl song, when she's telling Eric her name, and they point at the sky, and then she plays with his lips to say her name correctly. I thought that was a nice. Oh, I thought that was a creative way for them to
I
do
would
it.
have looked at her like, bitch, the fuck are you touching me for?
Why are you doing that to my lips?
Yeah. Why didn't she just make an L shape with her?
Is that too modern?
No, because your hand doesn't. Your thumb and your pointer finger naturally make an L.
I know, but like, will people? I didn't pay attention too much in history, so this is why I'm asking. Would people back then know that this like represents something?
My love, this is an L.
I know, but like, would they know that? Do they know those type of hand signs back in the day?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do they use that in sign language?
Oh my
Do they use that in sign?
Yes!
Okay, I just need to know that.
Your nephew literally just spelled his name at you and put there's an L in it.
This is 2023. Of course he knows.
No, I just said he spelled his name out in sign language. Were you not watching him?
I know that. Like, he knows that because it's 2023 and you're teaching him that now. I'm talking about this is a period piece.
Okay,
Quote
yes.
unquote period piece.
An L has always been an L.
Okay.
How about that?
Sure. That was my dumb moment, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not the first one tonight.
Probably won't be. But yeah, so I don't know. I thought that was kind of cute. Was it a little bit weird? Sure, but it was endearing at the same time. Did you catch? We talked about it earlier. Did you catch them changing the certain lyrics in "Kiss the Girl"
Yes.
for the consent thing?
Yep.
Did you like that?
No.
I didn't either. Now we want consent, of course.
Of course.
But-
But she's giving him the sex eyes. Stop it.
The sex eyes.
She is. Especially, oh my god, especially in the animated,
Yeah.
when she looks up at him
yeah,
after
that
she
was-
looks.
That was major sex eyes.
Yeah. This 16-year-old little girl knows exactly what she's doing.
Oh boy. But yeah, there was another thing. They added that little stipulation in the spell that Ursula did to her that like
Yeah, that didn't make any sense to me.
yeah, they didn't she doesn't
thought-
remember about kissing Eric whenever they say it.
She doesn't remember that she's supposed to kiss Eric before the third sunset.
Yeah, that wasn't necessary.
That wasn't necessary. When she said that she added a stipulation or something, whatever, to the spell, I thought they were going to go with the original story of The Little Mermaid, where it feels like she's walking on knives.
Ooh, wouldn't that be a little dark?
Yeah, that's why when she was saying it, I was like, wait a minute, are they really going to go that route? And then I was like, oh, well, that's weird.
That is weird.
Because she stopped her anyway. Like,
yeah.
it didn't really mean much because, I mean, I know Sebastian tried to tell her that she has to kiss Eric.
Yeah.
And then she forgot as he was saying it for some reason.
Oh, when he was singing it, like she didn't forget for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know.
That was weird.
I don't know. Maybe we're like thinking about this the wrong way, but
I mean, these are questions. Like, these are like, it's a thing. Like, you got to establish certain rules with the world that you're building. Like, can't have these inconsistencies all the time. Especially if you're trying to translate certain things to a live action setting. There, you gotta play those type of rules. But yeah, that was weird. That goes back to them adding stuff where they don't need to. But it's fine. It doesn't really hurt the movie that much. Everything else really just plays the same as the original movie. Instead of them actually immediately doing the wedding when Ursula disguised herself as the hot woman, it's an engagement party, which, okay, that's fine, I guess.
no, I didn't like that.
Oh, you didn't like that?
No.
Oh, because even thinking about it, when I watched the original recently, when they were like immediately like, we're gonna get married right now, and I'm like, oh, that's very, very sudden. Like, nobody's like questioning how sudden that is, but
because I mean, back then they could do a wedding in 2 days.
oh dang, that's very.
Yeah.
Well, they have the money for it, so of course,
Well, but they also have the staff,
and the staff.
and they just have the wedding at the castle or like the cathedral, or in this case, the animated movie's case, the wedding boat or whatever, the wedding barge, whatever it is.
Right.
But I didn't like that it was an engagement party. I feel like the wedding in the animated movie was a better idea because it's like that's so final.
Right, yeah.
That's what Ursula was trying to do, to just take all of Ariel's hope away. with the wedding. And then an engagement party. I mean, engagements can be broken.
True. Though I think like
So
yeah, I think though with the like the rule was that they had to do a true love's kiss in 3 days. So
no, what? Yeah,
whether
what?
it be an engagement party or a wedding, if she didn't do that, she would turn back to a mermaid and whatever. So I don't think it like really affects like the circumstances of the situation.
It doesn't, but it still bothered me. Like, why change that?
I mean, yeah, you didn't need to change it. It could have been the
Yeah.
exact same thing, which is whatever. And then, they also added a song for Scuttle with that rap. You could tell that was
Yeah.
Lin-Manuel Miranda putting in
His little flair
his
in
little
there.
flair. He did do the music for this movie.
I really liked how, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh,
you.
no.
I really liked how they gave Ariel like a song while she wasn't supposed to be speaking. Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, when she first went up to her room after they give her a bath and like
Like she's singing in her head. and
yeah,
stuff
she's
like
singing in her head. I liked that.
I like that too. That was really nice.
I think in the animated, you're missing that like inner voice from Ariel. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because obviously there's a bunch of stuff going on in her head. Like, oh my god, I have to do this. Like, or else I'm gonna be Ursula's slave forever. You know, like.
Normally, like when people do that, like it would be like too much, be like show don't tell, like we could just see how her emotion is, but like the way they did in the movie, like it was done very, very well.
Yeah, she was obviously excited to see Prince Eric. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that they gave her a song to show like her inner monologue there. Or is that right? The inner
Yes,
monologue.
inner
Yeah.
monologue, yep. And like once again, Hallie just is so great, like conveying emotion in those scenes. Like it's just so good.
She's so good.
She's so good.
I just want to talk about her the whole time.
I do too. Like why has nobody found her out earlier? I mean, because probably she was too busy being a R&B pop singer with her sister, which is completely fine. I really like their music, but like as far as acting, like I'm surprised nobody talked about her more post Grownish. I mean, her and
Yeah.
Chloe I think are really good. I hope Chloe gets her break soon as well. But yeah, she's just so great, man. Like she needs to be in more things. She needs to be in more things for sure. She might end up being my new celebrity crush. Who knows? But yeah, she was great. The climax, I didn't expect for them to go fully like the cartoon where Ursula turns into a giant.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
King Triton, his daughters are actually cousins of Hercules. Like second cousins of Hercules.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Shared universe confirmed.
Well, according to Greek mythology, but whatever. That's another video.
Yeah. That's cool. I wish that was something that they could explore.
I'm full
in a
of
movie.
useless facts.
I mean, hey, that's what we're here for. Disney facts. Random Disney-ish facts. But it's Greek mythology facts, actually. With nothing to do with Disney. But yeah, so when she turned into a giant, I was like, I did not expect them to do that because, like, with the climaxes of certain live-action remakes, they try to deviate from it for some reason and do something different. And I'm like, okay, well, they're probably not going to do her as a giant because it's too ridiculous or whatever. But
Well,
like,
they did it.
Oh, they freaking did it. That looked really good, too.
It did look really good.
That was
That was really
awesome.
cool.
Like, you keep forgetting, like, the original animated movie, like, it is kind of an action picture towards the second half. And, like, it kind of is. Like, freaking Prince Eric is on there.
You the face right now.
No. Listen, though.
An action picture?
Towards the end, yes, it's kind of an action picture, especially when Ursula specifically, when she turns into a giant, that turns into an action picture, kind of like Sleeping Beauty, where it's like it was boring like the first half of it, but then when Maleficent turns to a dragon, it turns to a full-on action picture. Then
That's like the last 10 minutes. now.
exactly, so that's what I'm talking about. The last 10 minutes, like it was like very thrilling. It was like the effects looked really good. Ursula looked like freaking scary. There was like in the showing that I was in, there were actually kids that they were scared.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
There was this poor little 4-year-old girl. I just have to tell this story.
Yeah.
Her mom was pissing me off, like just making me so mad. This poor little girl, every time Ursula was on the screen, would scream and cry and say, Mommy, I want to go home. Mommy, I want to leave. And the mom was like, no, we paid for this movie. We're watching the whole thing. But I'm like, if your child is scared, I get it. I'm a mom. Okay? If your child is scared, you leave.
Yeah.
And you go get like a readmit or a refund on your ticket.
Yeah.
You leave. Because you're affecting the experience of the people around you.
Yeah.
And you're scaring the shit out of your child.
Yeah.
She's probably going to have nightmares tonight.
Probably. It's already bad enough that parents don't do their research before taking people to see movies. Like I saw these parents took their little kid to see Evil Dead Rise.
Stop it.
Yeah, it was a little kid.
Do you remember when we saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and there was that little kid that was like leaving with their parents because they didn't realize how violent it was going to be?
Yeah. Yep. Granted, like Little Mermaid is not like I still think your kids can watch this.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Like, yeah, I guess like with the Ursula stuff, it was a little darker than we thought it was going to be. So just keep in mind, I would think maybe like kids above 5 can handle this maybe.
I mean, my son is 3 and he handled it just fine.
Oh, well, there you go.
I think it's what you expose your kids to because, I mean, don't come after me, but our children have watched the first Jurassic Park.
Uh-oh.
So,
Uh-oh.
I mean, our 3-year-old is obsessed with dinosaurs, just absolutely obsessed. So we were like, he loves it. He can handle it.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He doesn't even pay attention, really. Just the dinosaurs.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. I think we pretty much covered everything. Anything else you want to mention before we start closing things out?
So this is just my opinion, but I have to share it.
Mm-hmm.
I love Disney. We already established this.
Yeah.
I love the original Little Mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but if I had to choose between watching the animated or the live action, I personally think the live action is more watchable.
Oh.
As an adult, let me add that. For children, when I was a kid, I don't think I would have found the live action Little Mermaid as exciting as the animated one. But as an adult, I find the live action more exciting. And I've found that to be the case with a lot of the live action Disney movies, like Jungle Book, for example. As an adult, the Jungle Book is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. Cinderella.
Yeah.
As an adult, I think the live action is better. Aladdin too. I know you don't really care for the Aladdin,
It's
the live
okay.
action Aladdin,
It's okay.
but I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I just think like it's just more watchable.
I see what you're saying with that. Yeah, it does feel more mature.
Yeah.
The themes, like, I think will hit adults a little bit more. I would say like there are certain things that this remake does that's better than the original. I don't know if I'm ready to say that I think it's better. Though going to your point though, if I were to either watch this or the original, I probably got to let it sit, for a little bit before I like stand on this. But like I do think I would lean more towards watching the remake more than the original. Because as we said, like there are some annoying stuff in the original, like Ariel acting like an immature teen, and like there's some kiddie stuff here and there, which is fine, because the original appeals to kids, but like it's something that appeals more to adults and is a little bit more mature. I would say the remake is. Now, if you're not a fan of the remakes in general, I don't think this one's going to really win you over.
No.
It still has those awkward stuff with trying to translate cartoony things in a live action format. It feels off. There's certain details and plot points from the original that they don't use in the remake because they assume people know how the remake goes. So if you've never seen the original and watched this, there may be a couple of plot points where it may not hit as well as the original did. But other than that, like I don't really have a huge issue with this.
Yeah.
I do think that they put in effort with this remake. I do think it's an enjoyable time for the whole family. I didn't feel like my intelligence was insulted like the other movies. Oh, did you think differently?
No, I'm just looking at you like your intelligence insulted. I don't know what you mean.
Well, okay. I keep bringing it up, but like the Lion King remake.
Yeah.
And Alice in Wonderland and Mulan, when they were trying to be different and stuff like that, try to be more adult and dark, but like it doesn't come off genuine. But like this one, I felt like it was trying to be more genuine with their choices, even though not did all the choices work, no, but most of them I didn't have a problem with, or I thought they did a solid job with the choices that they made. I thought Halle Bailey as Ariel was great. Probably the best translation of a Disney main character from original to live action I've seen in a long time.
I agree.
Since, I mean, because I was blown away by Will Smith as the genie. This was like definitely up there for me as far as that. Almost like all the rest of the cast I thought was really, really good. Even though Prince Eric was probably the weak spot in there, but I thought he was fine.
I didn't, but okay.
And I thought the music was done really well. Halle Bailey sang her butt off.
Yeah.
I think everybody did a good job except for Prince Eric.
You know what my problem is with Prince Eric, Dwayne, and I just remembered this?
What?
I remember a conversation I had with my sister about our ideal man, okay?
Mm-hmm.
My my perfect combination in a man is black hair and blue eyes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think I got that from?
Oh, Mermaid.
Prince Eric.
Yeah.
He was my crush when I was little, and I just remembered that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why I have such a problem.
So you're more critical towards him because of that.
I just remembered that too. My sister just reminded me. She was like, Aladdin was my crush and Eric was your crush, because I said earlier how much I love Aladdin.
Ooh.
And I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, one thing I wanted to ask you though, speaking of Prince Eric.
Oh no.
I'm sure you knew about the rumors that Harry Styles was originally supposed to be Prince Eric.
Oh God, I'm so glad they didn't cast him.
You're glad they didn't do it?
I'm sorry. For all of the, I almost called him Henry Styles. Wow. For all of the Harry Styles lovers, I do like him. I think he's talented. However, is he Disney Prince material? No. No. Nope. Nope.
Even
no,
if
no.
he sings better than this guy? I'm pretty sure he would do that. He would do that song better than, what's his name? I'm sorry, I didn't even bring up his name. What is his name? I'm about to pull it up right now. Jonah Howard King. Yeah, I'm sure Harry Styles will do a better job than him with the song, but yeah, as far as acting, I probably agree with you. I don't see him as a Prince Eric. I don't even think he's that great of an actor. Dunkirk, he was awful, but everybody was awful in that movie. Don't Worry, Darling, he was eh.
And I apologize. Harry Styles' pronouns are they/them, and I refer to him as them as he. So I apologize.
I didn't know that, so I apologize as well. I didn't know that. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm glad they didn't choose Harry. I mean, even though I wasn't blown away by Jonah either, but like I think Harry would have felt a bit distracting. We already have two, pop singers.
I mean, and the guy that played Prince Eric is not very well known.
Yeah.
Isn't this his first movie?
I don't think
Or has he been in
I think he's
other
been
things?
in lower stuff before.
I would rather Disney choose actors like that than like big stars like Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Just to give other people a chance.
Right.
Since Harry Styles is also in Marvel now.
Yeah.
So
Thanos'
I keep
brother.
forgetting about that.
Yep. Thanos' brother.
They did really well in the one scene that they were in.
Yeah,
So
I thought he was solid in the scene. Yeah.
they
I'm sorry. I literally didn't know his their pronouns till now.
I looked it up because I thought that they had changed their pronouns to they/them.
Mm-hmm.
But so I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, it's gonna take me a minute to adjust to that. But yeah, I'm with you. I'd rather them do unknowns, when it comes to that. But yeah, overall, I will give The Little Mermaid 2023. I'll give it a B.
All right. I had a lot of fun with The Little Mermaid. Seeing my kids get excited made the experience better for me. And I felt like this was more watchable as an adult. So but there were problems with it. So I think I am going to have to give it, I think I'm also going to give it a B. I was going to give it a B+, but there are some issues that I just can't overlook.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a B. Solid
Cool.
B.
Cool. Well, that is our thoughts on the Little Mermaid remake. What did you guys think about it? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Did you guys think it was okay? How does it compare to the original? Yeah, comment your thoughts down below and let us know. So yeah, I think we will try and revisit the original three movies at a later date. See how they compare as well. And then yeah, we will review other Disney films in the future. Elemental is going to come out in a couple months. And Wish.
Yep, and we are gonna go back and revisit some like older Disney movies as well, correct?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. But right now, I think the next couple of videos are focusing just on Little Mermaid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So cool. If you guys enjoyed this, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the bell if you want to be notified on future videos I'll be doing. But that's all we have for you Little Mermaid fans. And we will see you guys next time. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.